Good evening, my name is EctoMaster, and this is the Overwatch Lookout. The Overwatch Lookout, where we keep an eye on the skies for all the heroes that are protecting us from the villains that they must face. A weekly series where we take a look at all the news concerning the video game Overwatch. And this week, boy, do we have quite a bit to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of get into it. If you have not seen the fantastic Winston Overwatch animated short called Recall, please pause the video, go check that out, and then come back to me. Because I'm not going to talk about it, but just go check it out. It's really, really well done. Very awesome. And it was all done in-house in Blizzard Entertainment headquarters. One of the other things that they announced is that there is an Overwatch Winston plush in the works. You can check out overpwn.com. That's overpwn.com to check out that plush. Now that I've talked about that, let's really get into the big time patch that happened just yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean on March 22nd, 2016. So there's a lot that came in this patch, including the biggest new things, Weekly Brawl. And we're going to get into some of the data mined possible brawls that we could see. Basically, it's kind of like the Tavern Brawl. Every week, a new game mode will be added, which is a weekly brawl. And this week's is Super Shimada Brothers. And that is basically, if I go up here real quick, again, I'm on overpwn.com. This is the best place to go. It's welcome to Hanamura, Genji, and Hanzo only. Faster abilities, slower ultimates. So some of the other possible ones that you could get are mystery heroes. On death, you will respawn as a randomly select hero. Justice reigns from above. Farah and Mercy take to the skies. Arcade, more health, faster ability, and ultimate cooldowns, faster respawn. We're all soldiers now. Soldier 76 takes command of the control maps. High Noon, it's High Noon on Route 66, which we'll get into in a few minutes here. Headshots with McCree only. Show your support. All support heroes limited to 2 of the same per team. So from the understanding of that, you can have 6 support characters, but you could only have, say, like 2 Symmetras or 2 Lucios. You couldn't have any more than that. Tanks, a lot. All tank heroes limited to 2 of the same per team. Again, like 2 of Reinhardt or 2 of Diva. Overly defensive. All defense heroes limited to 2 of the same per team. Highly offensive. All offense heroes limited to 2 of the same per team. Heads up. McCree, Genji, Hanzo, and Widowmaker. Headshots only. And then the good, the bad, and the ugly. McCree, Reaper, and Roadhog duke it out. And then 2 more. This one I find rather interesting. MOBA Watch. Unique heroes per team. No hero switching allowed. So, for example, you could only have 1 of each per team. So, for example, you could do a Roadhog, a Lucio, a Widowmaker, a Bastion, a Tracer, and a Reaper. But you couldn't do... But when you die, you stay that hero. And then the last one that they data mined is Girl Power, female heroes only. Sorry, boys. Now, that is, right now they have out those 14 different brawls. I think they're currently looking to do it where it's changing every day. And that's mainly because, well, obviously, change it every day. Let me see if I can find more specifics about it. So, similar to its namesake feature in Hearthstone, weekly brawls are a fun, alternative way to play Overwatch. Each week will rotate in a different weekly brawl, featuring a set of unique and sometimes crazy rules from our custom game system. For example, in one weekly brawl, you'll only be able to play Soldier 76, while on another weekly brawl, a random hero will be selected for you each time you respawn. Other weekly brawls will restrict you to support heroes only, or tank heroes, or defense heroes, and more. To join a weekly brawl, select play from the main menu, and then select weekly brawl. You can queue up it solo or in a party, and you'll be matched into a 6v6 game versus other players. No, for the purposes of testing right now, weekly brawls are currently set to rotate once per day rather than once per week. This cadence is for the beta only and will return to its normal scheduled weekly rotation in the near future. So again, this is also something that they're wanting to bring to Heroes of the Storm. A brawl type system like this should prove to be rather interesting. Now, I did mention that there was something about McCree and Route 66. Well, there is a brand new escort map, and it's called Route 66. Though the travelers and road trippers who used to cross the U.S. on historic Route 66 are gone, the main street of America still stands, a testament to a simpler time. The gas stations, roadside shops, and cafes have gone into disuse, and the fabled Deadlock Gorge is mostly seen from the comfort of transcontinental train cars. But amid the fading monuments of that earlier era, the outlaws of the Deadlock Gang are planning their biggest heist yet. So there's a new escort map. Wow, I just bumbled over those words. I'm all over the place today. It's all over the place. We're all soldiers now. Anyways, it is a new escort map, so it's awesome to see that they're putting new maps in, even though beta's not done yet. They're still putting in new maps. It's great. Some of the new features coming in this, we also have highlights. To complement our play of the game feature, personal gameplay highlights may now be surfaced to players via the main menu after they've completed at least one match. The game can currently store up to 5 of the most recent highlights from your active gaming session. Please note that there is currently no way to export your highlights from the game client, and that all highlights will be reset whenever you log out. So that's it right now. What I'd recommend, if you're going to do that, at least if you have recording software and you want to record your highlights, do so before logging out. Probably after every game. Updated feature play of the game. So overall, the play of the game feature has been a lot of fun and well received by the community. However, there's still a lot of improvements we'd like to make so that the gameplay highlighted at the end of each match is more varied and interesting to watch. Although that one video of Torbjorn dying and then falling off the cliff while his turret kills others, that was great. I don't know whose it was. It was hilarious. To that end, we will now be capturing different types of gameplay during a match, based on 4 new categories, and then comparing those moments against each other to find the best play of the game for that round of play. The new play of the game categories available in this patch are as follows. So, quote-unquote high score. This category is intended to feature large multi-kills and quick kill streaks. The larger the multi-kill, the quicker the kill streak, and the closer one is to an objective will increase the player's, quote, high score, end quote, score. It's quote-unquote high score. Note, this is the category under which all existing plays of the games would fall. Lifesaver. This category is intended to feature situations where one player is able to save another player or players from imminent death. For example, if a Reinhardt has an enemy pinned and that enemy's teammate stuns or kills the Reinhardt, the teammate will be awarded a large amount of Lifesaver score. Sharpshooter. This category is intended to feature difficult or skillful kills. For this category, the game will be looking for factors like movement speed, the distance at which the attack occurred, whether or not the attack was a headshot, and if the victim of the attack was in the air at the time, etc. Each of these variables will increase the player's sharpshooter score. Shutdown. This category is intended to feature moments in which one player kills another player or players right as they were about to do something particularly impactful. An example of this would be if Widowmaker snipes Lucio in the middle of casting sound barrier for his team. In this instance, the game will predict how impactful that sound barrier would have been, and then award the Widowmaker player an appropriate shutdown score in return. The player who has the highest score in any of these 4 categories at the end of the match will receive the play of the game. If the winning play of the game category is Lifesaver, Sharpshooter, or Shutdown, then the category name will be called out during the highlight intro. If the winning category is High Score, however, no call out will be provided. With these additions, we've also returned some of the existing play of the game ratings to make it more viable for other abilities gain the spotlight, like Mercy's Resurrect. There you have that. Achievements have been added to the game. So we're going to get into that in just a second here. Players will now unlock their new portrait frame every 10 levels instead of only at levels 10, 25, 50, and 100. Promotions have been added. Players will now receive a promotion every 100 levels. When a player receives a new promotion, they will unlock a new portrait frame theme. With each new promotion, the player's level and the XP required to level will be reset. There are new legendary skins, and they have been added for several heroes. Diva has 2, the Junker and Stinger. Junkrat has 1, which is called Jester. Reaper has 1 called Nevermore, and then Torbjorn has Barbossa and Blackbeard. They also discuss joining and leaving games, so consecutive match bonuses. Players will now receive an XP bonus for playing multiple matches in succession. Player backfill match bonus. Players who backfill into a match will no longer receive a loss for that match, even if it ends in a defeat, but can still receive a win. These players will also receive an additional XP bonus for the match if completed. Now, lever penalty, much like what they were doing with Heroes of the Storm and for World of Warcraft and other games like this, they're doing a lever penalty. So players who leave an in-progress match will now receive an automatic loss. Players who repeatedly leave in-progress matches will also receive a temporary penalty on XP gained from future matches. This penalty will persist as long as the player continues to repeatedly leave in-progress matches. So basically, if you continue to leave during a game, you're going to have this XP penalty. If you start staying in the game, then the penalty will go away. That is what it means. That's what's going to happen. So now that I mentioned that achievements are in the game, let's go ahead and talk about some of those achievements. We'll go through as much as I can. So there's level 50, which is reach level 50. You get a respect spray as a reward. Decked out, collect 50 unlocks. These are general achievements, by the way. Collect 50 unlocks for a single hero. You have the Oops spray. Decorated, earn 50 post-game medals in quick or competitive play. You get well played. Blackjack, earn 21 post-game cards in quick or competitive play. Bank spray is a reward. Level 25, you get the Rise spray. Level 10, you get Forge Onward spray. Undying, get a 20-player kill streak in a quick or competitive game. Reward is Tea Time spray. The path is closed. Destroy 3 of Symmetra's teleporters in a single quick or competitive game. You get the Sorry spray. Win 100 games in quick or competitive play. You get the Victory spray. The Friend Zone. Play a quick or competitive play game in a group with a friend, and you get the reward Man and Omnix spray. Survival Expert. Use health packs to heal 900 health in a single life, and you get the Pinata spray. On offense, we have the Whoa There. Interrupt an enemy ability with McCree's Flashbang. Die, 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 die. Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Reaper's Death Blossom. Waste Not, Want Not. Get 3 solo kills with a single clip of Reaper's Shotgun. Death from Above. Kill 4 enemies in a row without touching the ground as Pharah. Special Delivery. Stick 4 Tracer's Pulse Bombs onto enemies in a single game. It's High Noon. Get 4 killing blows with a single use of McCree's Deadeye. Target Rich Environment. Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Soldier 76 Tactical Visor. Slice and Dice. Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Genji's Dragon Blade. Clearing the Area. Knock an enemy to their death using Pharah's Concussive Blast. Their Own Worst Enemy. Kill 2 enemies with a single use of Genji's Deflection. Rocket Man. Get 2 killing blows with a single use of Soldier 76 Helix Rockets. Total Recall. Recover 400 health using Tracer's Recall without dying. Defense. Ice Block. Block 1200 damage with a single use of May's Ice Wall. Mine like a Steel Trap. Knock an enemy into your Steel Trap using Junkrat's Concussion Mine. Smooth as Silk. Kill an enemy with Scoped Headshot while airborne as Widowmaker. Did that sting? Kill 4 enemies using Widowmaker's Venom Mine. Raid Wipe. Kill 4 enemies using a single use of Torbjorn's Molten Core. Simple Geometry. Get 2 killing blows with a single use of Hanzo's Scatter Arrow. Charge! Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Bastion's Configuration Tank. Triple Threat. Kill 2 enemies in each of Bastion's configurations without dying. That dragon is sated. Kill 4 enemies with one of Hanzo's Spirit Dragons. Cold Snap. Freeze 4 enemies at once with Mei in quick or competitive play. Roadkill. Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Junkrat's Riptire. And Armor Up. Have one of Torbjorn's armor packs on 5 allies at the same time in quick or competitive play. Oh, we got a few more. I can talk about them. Tank. Anger Management. Deal 6 enemies a single use of Winston's Primal Rage. All of these are quick or competitive play, so I'm not going to continue saying that. I'll try not to. Minesweeper. Destroy 10 turrets or traps using Winston's Tesla Cannon without dying. Giving you the Hook. Interrupt an enemy ultimate ability with Roadhog's Hook. Shot Down. Prevent 1500 damage with a single use of Diva's Defense Matrix. Storm, Earth, and Fire. Land Reinhardt's Fire Strike in charge after an Earth Shatter stun. Game Over. Kill 4 enemies with a single use of Diva's Self-Destruct. Power Overwhelming. Keep Zarya's Particle Canyon above 70 power for 60 seconds. The Power of Attraction. Capture 5 enemies in a single use of Zarya's Graviton Surge. Hog Wild. Knock 2 enemies to their death with one use of Roadhog's Whole Hog. I Am Your Shield. Black 8,000 damage with Reinhardt's Barrier Field without dying. In support, you have Rapid Discord. Get 4 kills or assists with Zenyatta's Orb of Discord within 6 seconds. The Floor is Lava. Get 3 killing blows while riding as Lucio without dying in quick or competitive play. Group Health Plan. Restore 200 health for 5 players without dying as Mercy. Supersonic. Block 1000 damage with a single use of Lucio's Sound Barrier. The Iris embraces you. Restore 1500 health with a single use of Zenyatta's Transcendence. Huge Success. Teleport 20 players in a single quick or competitive play game as Symmetra. Huge Res. Resurrect 4 players at once with Mercy in quick or competitive play. And the Car Wash. Hit an enemy with 7 beams simultaneously as Symmetra in quick or competitive play. And last but not least, Maps. Believe it or not, Maps. Can't touch this. Prevent the attacking team from touching the payload for 1 minute in quick or competitive play. Lockdown. Win a capture map on defense without losing the first objective. Shutout. Win a control map without the enemy capturing an objective in quick or competitive. Escort Duty. Push the payload 100 meters without leaving it in quick or competitive play. World Traveler. Win a quick or competitive play on 12 different maps. And Double Cap. Capture both objectives on a capture map without dying in quick or competitive play. There's quite a lot of sprays that you can get. I see Pixel Cute. Most of those are Pixel and Cute. So yeah, that's what you'll probably be getting. Sorry, Pinata, things like that. So there you have it. There have been some UI changes to wrap this all up. Medals appear flashier on the endgame screen. Location of rate match changed to the top middle of the screen instead of the right hand side. You now receive a warning when leaving a game to let you know you won't receive experience. Social screen has received an overhaul. New highlights area to see your highlight of your most recent matches. New option under gameplay to enable or disable skirmish while searching, so you can now don't have to skirmish. Although I don't know why not. It would be fun. And recent players, a new area where you can find players you recently played with. You can add them as friends, tell the game you like to play with this player, and tell the game you don't want to play with them. You can also block them. And that is about it, guys. That is all for this week. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Overwatch Lookout. As always, keep an eye and a lookout for all things Overwatch. I am EctoMaster, and I will see you next time.